Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 4 of the show. So today's videos is going to be predominantly motorhomes. I am here with my good friend Rachel Reeves, who is saying, don't let the budget catch you out, spend it before I take it. That sounds like pretty sound advice. I am wearing my new Caravan radio that, sorry, I'm not wearing a radio, my new Caravan radio top that Mike's just given me. I said I'd wear it for a little bit, but it's pretty warm in here, so it might not stay on for too long. Yeah, so I'm gonna do what I did with the Caravans. I'm just gonna go in and out. I'm not gonna spend too long going into too much detail, but just to give you a good overview of as many motorhomes as I can, and then I'll keep camper vans for tomorrow. And you may remember earlier in the week I said I'm going to do a compact caravan and motorhome video which will go out after the show, so if I see them I'll film them, but I'll keep them separate to this video. Let's go again. So we are on the Chausson stand, and this is the 720 titanium line. Let's go inside and have a little look. Well, it's very wide, or it feels very wide in here. You've got bench seats down both sides with obviously the table in the middle. The two seats you can see are spun round. Nice window up here. Really nice lights above with that big, if I get low enough so you can see it, that big round light there. Let's have a look at the kitchen. So you've got 2 gas, 1 electric, oven under here, drawer for your cutlery, and some storage here. Not sure, I don't think this one here opens, no. And then we have a sink and some storage, very deep storage actually here. They've got really nice handles, so you just pull on it there and it opens. Slim fridge with a freezer at the top. Nice mirror on the entrance here with a nice light that goes alongside it. And then as we head through the washroom into the bedroom, so there is a bed up here which obviously can be lowered, and then you've got a single bed here as well with a step up to it. Nice big long storage cupboard with some shelving underneath, and then this here, which looking at the pictures that are on it I'm sure are for storing shoes. Okay, so on to the shower. So I like this door. It comes from both sides with a magnet in the middle, but nice tinted. And then on the opposite side, if I just come back here, obviously this door can be used to divide the front and the back. Another full length mirror there, and then here's your sink, storage underneath, toilet, and a cupboard with a sliding door and another mirror. There's plenty of mirrors in here. If you need to see yourself on a regular basis, you'll be covered. And then obviously you've got the double bed up here which will lower down to here. This is the S650 Sport line. A nice canopy up the top here. Let's go inside. Okay, so we have got the 2 seats at the front. Obviously the bench seats, this one doesn't feel quite as wide as the previous one, or as long, but it is a smaller van, so you would expect that. And then obviously you've got the bed up here. So you've got your oven here on this side with a good amount of worktop up here. Probably does seem a little bit odd that it's disconnected from the kitchen, but it is a compact van, and just saying that, I should have saved this for the compact video. Yeah, so you know it's good because otherwise they're not going to fit it in over there. So the only other choice is to not have an oven, but it just seems a little bit odd being over there. You got a little bit of extendable worktop there. 2 gas ring, 1 big, 1 small, and then underneath here is obviously your sink, which is in there, but obviously cleverly hidden and giving you a little bit more surface with this. You've got some cupboards down here And this fridge, nice blue lights inside with a freezer on the top. Now you've got access to the garage from under here, and obviously you've got the bed here. And then this is your shower room and washroom. So you've got your sink here and you've got your toilet here. Now this does come out, if I can do it with one hand, which I probably can't. Let's put you there. This has probably got danger written all over it. So yeah, there you go. Your shower is behind there, and obviously then you've got a roller door here. I'll just show you that going back. There you go. So good use of space in here. This is the X650. Let's go have a look what's in this one that's different. Okay, so you have got, start at the back, you've got storage space under here. Now I think this whole unit here can drop, and obviously that's your garage, so it depends what you've got in there, but that will drop down to the floor if you don't have stuff already in there. Up here you've got some storage with one big cupboard and one with a couple of shelves. Same as the last one, you've got the cover over the sink. I think really in caravans and motorhomes these should just be standard, because they are really, really useful. And then you've got 2 gas, 1 electric, with your oven under here and more storage below. You've got 3 decent sized drawers here. They're quite deep and they're quite long. Let's have a look at the bathroom, not bathroom, shower room. So same principle as before. Press the clip in, that one's a little bit easier to do. Press the clip in and pull it out, and there's your shower hiding behind there. It's a nice bathroom, that is. I like the black and white. Okay, so up here is your bed, and then obviously you've got your bench seats and your table, and here is the front of the cab. So just to look at something completely different, this is the Sportline V691. So you've got 2 seats here, as you can see by the 2 seat belts, and the front 2 seats here. Nice big skylight across the top. Obviously this wouldn't be there, that's just some artificial lighting because we're indoors. Now this will be sink and 2 gas hob. There you go. But nice nice space, completely covered there. And then I would assume with this that you can possibly put an extendable worktop on there. I'm not sure if it's this. No. There's a lock there as well, so for some reason it's been removed, but it would normally be there. You've got quite a lot of storage cupboards down here surrounding the oven, and a big deep cupboard there. Above that is the fridge with the freezer at the top. Oh, it's on and it's cold and I'm hot. So I think the jacket might be coming off after this video. Yeah, very airy feel because you've got a window there, you've got a window here, and you've got these 2 back windows. And then as we look back down the caravan, not caravan, I think I've apologised for it being early in the morning in every video, but I'm definitely not functioning today. So yeah, nice storage up here. Really like the handles for the storage. They've got like kind of leather, stitch leather on the front. It looks really, really nice against the black. And then this is your shower. And I will just come back up in a minute, just show you that light. That's a really nice light. But there's your toilet and there's your sink. And the toilet roll holder, look, is just under there. So yeah, really nice light across the top with a little bit of a mirror, just to give it a nice finish. And this is definitely not a caravan. So we're now over at the Auto Trail stand, and here we've got the Expedition C73 and the C63. So I'm going to go into them back to back so you can see the difference. Already from the outside I can see that's the length. So at the back of the van we have your sink over here, you've got 2 gas hob and oven, but look at that array of storage that you've got all along that sort of back wall, and also with the storage that you have above as well. I'm hoping, because it's always nice to see in the kitchen, I'm hoping that this one on the end has somewhere for your plates and your cups. It doesn't. That could be here. It's not. Okay, I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me because you can buy them so cheap, either online or you know, in the cheap shops in town, and you can screw them in yourself, so not a deal breaker. So this is the bed up here. If I just pull that down, so this has almost got like a day mode of its own. So this bit here would obviously fold onto here, but during the day you can have that stored in that position, and that's really good because not only does it give you more space, but it actually hides your bed. So when you for someone who doesn't own a motorhome, when you come into these things, you see the beds with no sheets on, without your Superman duvet set on it. Is it just me that has a Superman duvet set? No, you see it without all of that sort of stuff. And actually, when you walk in, if you've got visitors coming around, the first thing they're going to see is your bed. And if you haven't made it in the morning or whatever, it's really good just to be able to push that up and hide it. And then the other big benefit is the space, and because it's at head height, it means you can come and stand right down this end. So these are your benches, and there's plenty of room here as well. There is 2 seatbelt points here and a nice long bench on this side, and missed out the fridge, but always like this space here, if you've got a nice big space to put some ornamental stuff. And then yeah, cupboard with a rail at the top that's quite long and some more storage below it. Into the washroom, so you have got this nice little step up here, which is nice because it makes it feel like you're going into a different room. So you've got your toilet and your sink there, nice mirror, a huge window, and some nice lighting that's coming from underneath there. And then we've got our shower. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So that is, yeah, a removable awning rail in the shower. So if you don't want to use your shower, you can use it as extra storage space. I actually really like that idea, because I know so many people that even on the worst sites with the worst facilities still won't use their own, and you know, they'll go over and use the facility stuff, so the shower just never gets used. There isn't really an option. Obviously you can buy vans without them, but if you like a particular van, there isn't an option to remove the shower, so being able to use it as a different space is really good. So yeah, that's handy. And I was kind of looking at that and thinking I would probably want to take that out before I shower because it's quite close to head height. But I said there was a step up to come into the room, there's then a step back down to go into the shower. So once you're in the shower, that's going to be way above your head. Okay, so that was the 63. Let's go into the 73. Oh, fall into it. So yeah, same with the bed up here. This one, I don't think it's much longer. It's more the rear of the Caravan that's bigger on this one, so I probably won't spend too much time. Obviously it's got the shorter bench here with the entrance to the door. Your kitchen, let's have a look, see if the bathroom is the same. Yeah, and also with the wardrobe piece in there. Now here is the step up to the double bed. I think these are really cozy when they're up high like this, and completely blocked in, just one window at the side here, and some nice overhead storage or over torso storage looking at the angle of the bed. And then another big wide cupboard with your TV aerial and long enough to hang some clothes with some more storage under there. And I think this might be access to the locker. I will show you the locker from the outside because that is, or looks absolutely huge. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, that's ginormous. Yeah, really decent size in there. So this is the 2026 Expedition 68. As we go inside, I like this light here. Bit of extendable worktop and fairly familiar design. Something that I've always sort of said, this is great here to be cooking and be looking out at the views of wherever you've parked. That's probably a deceivingly long bed, I think, because this bit here you can't really lay on. In fact, almost like up to that bit you can't lay, but it just gives you somewhere. It just gives you the effect that the bed is longer than it is. And as you can see, you've got like the insulation unzipped there, so you know, at night when you've got the doors shut, you can zip that back up and be well insulated. And let's take a look. So you've got a curtain for the shower, which would sit here, and you've got a mirror, nice little corner sink, and toilet with the basin and the plug at the bottom for the shower. So this is the F70 2026. Very nice and bright as you go in. I could see that from outside. Nice kind of smaller L shape sofa. You've got the bed above your head. Again, I'll show you that from down there. Is this storage up here? Yes. That's a really sleek storage area. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not particularly huge when you're in there, but it's very sleek, very nice looking. They've definitely got nice lights on these vans. Yeah, I do like a bit of lighting, so I'm not going to do it again, but there you go. There's your extendable kitchen worktop, which is really good. And then you've got 3 gas and your oven with some more storage underneath. You've got the fridge. I'm not going to take you into another fridge when it's the same. And then you've got nice storage up here, which, you know, again, you're not going to be able to put too much stuff in, but some of these have got the cords so you can secure stuff. And then you've got a selection of overhead lockers. Now this is a twin, so you've got 2 singles here and here with a step up should you require. And I don't know if we'll be able to see. No, might be able to from here. No. Okay, so that's just for decoration. There is storage, loads of storage underneath the beds, but we'll have a look at the garage when we come out of the vehicle. And then let's have a look at the washroom. And shower. Let's jump out and have a look, see the garage on this. Yeah, decent size. So yeah, it doesn't look like you can access it from inside the van. So we're going to take a look at the F74 and then we're going to go straight into the Frontier Delaware. So as you go in, there's subtle changes obviously, but sometimes it's the front that's completely the same, the back that's different. You've got a bed above the head, you've got the kitchen here, identical to the last one, fridge, and probably identical washroom layout, so I don't need to go into there. But at the back here, the bed is forward facing. It looks pretty cool in that position. And you've obviously got some support under here, but because it's kind of just one panel that comes out, it gives you the illusion of lots of space. And actually, to be honest, it does give you a lot of space to get round the bed and over to the side. This one has a window both on the left hand side and the right hand side. So now we're going to go straight into the Frontier Delaware, which, let's show you the garage. A good sized garage, and actually going in the garage first means that I then have to look whether you can access it or not and try and work that out. So, oh, this is nice. I really like the stitching on the sofa, and a nice table as well. So the table is coming from down there and presumably can move to different positions. So I guess I'm sat here waiting for Sarah to bring me my dinner, and then we can just Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. But no, nice to be able to have the table in front of you and then move it out of the way. Looks like this van is blessed with storage, and you've got some nice glasses up here. Obviously you can have whatever glasses you like, but yeah, there's a lot of storage in here, and these ones are set back a fair bit. You can see there's like a ledge here. Open them up, and they are really deep, so if you want to pack clothes and stuff into there, I'm not overly close to it at the moment because the table's in the way, but the beauty of that is you can spin it out and then you can get right up to the ledge here. Wow, the storage, I'm not going to open them all. Okay, that's not storage, so that's your power supply unit. Let's have a look which ones are storage. That's got your battery charger in. Okay, so you've got storage there. So there's not so much storage as I thought, but it certainly looks very sleek the way that it goes all the way down the van. And in here you've got a place for your mugs and your plates. So yeah, let me just show you that. I think continuous storage going down a van makes it look longer than maybe it is. Okay, so the storage that is under here, you've got a pull-out cutlery drawer here and some shelves. It's got really nice shapes to it, this van. I really like it. And you've got like a spice rack here. That's probably the better one that I've seen. The camera maybe doesn't do it justice, but where it actually looks like a continuous piece of work surface. And then inside there, and you've got a little drainer as well. You've got the natural grooves under here, so if you want to pop them bits that were in there on here, then the water will run away in these channels and back into the sink, so no need for any extras. On here you've got 3 gas, 1 electric, double oven, nice finish down here. I don't think that's a cupboard or anything, but nice finish. It's the same glass material as your oven. And you've got a separate freezer. There is a microwave above, and then a separate fridge below. And I assume here is the table. And just down there we have Here We Tow doing their regular walks. So where's the divide? The divide is the door to the toilet and the washroom. Again, nice lights that run alongside the door there with a nice blue LED at the bottom. So as we go into here, you've got a really decent sized shower. I really like this van, by the way. This is really nice. Somewhere to hang your towel to dry. And then the bedroom. Wow, this is really, really nice. So you've got window either side with the nice lights over the top. You've got a charging point here and on that side, so no fighting for the charging point. You've got some overhead storage here, and on both sides you've got a fairly decent wardrobe to hang some clothes in. And is this a cupboard down here? No, it's not, but there is a little bit of storage space if you want to put your phone, things like that. Now this bed is incredible. I love the backboard. I love the fact that it's got a bit that comes off at the side and at the bottom as well. But yeah, I really like that stitching. And yeah, it's got a really big feel to it. I really like this. We are now on the roller team stand, and we're going to look at the Auto Roller 747, which to me looks, well, sounds like an aeroplane, but looks ginormous as well. I really like the colour of the seating in here. That looks really smart. Nice seating area there actually. You've got the front of the cab. The bed is overhead, I'll show you that shortly. And then you have a point here to put your TV. So bearing in mind that the bed comes down, you obviously need to make sure that you've got a TV that's thin enough to not get hit when that comes down. Nice handle if you need to pull yourself up into the vehicle, and I do like these little touches. It's nice Nice material. Here we have a fridge with a freezer at the top. Let's see what the offerings are here. So 3 gas, and then you've got your sink underneath here. Some storage cupboards overhead. Sure, yeah, 2 identical. And then into the washroom. It's got a bit of like a Swedish vibe to it with the wooden floor grate. So you've got your basin, the tap, which is also the shower up there, some storage, a little window and toilet. And then we come into the back, which will also be a bedding area, but at this moment is set up as a seating area, and it looks comfortable. The only thing I'd say is it's not particularly high, so let's try it. Oh no, that is really comfortable. I'll be honest, I could do with a sit down for a minute. Yeah, that is comfortable. I probably would want something behind my head there just to kind of lean into. But yeah, it's certainly comfortable for a chat. I like this kind of U shape if you've got other people and you're kind of all facing each other for your intensive conversations that you're going to have. So storage all around. Nice light down the side here. I might need to buy some lenses for the camera because this camera doesn't pick up the lights overly well. And then above here you've got the bed. I did go in this Pagaso 745 last time, and it is incredibly big. But let's have a look. This is 2026. So your seating area here with, in this case, you've got the front seats folded down. You've got a really, really big bed above your head, and that is huge. Obviously you've got another seating area in this one, but that area is ample in size. And then here we've got your toilet, your sink. It's not a bad size, and a really nice shower with some nice lighting behind the dark panel. Plenty of workspace for the kitchen, and you've also got in 2 halves, you've also got the cover that goes over the sink. Some storage up here. Not sure why we don't have somewhere to store cups and plates. You've got, is this a separate freezer? Yeah, so you've got a drawer freezer here with just one drawer, but with a section or a section divider, so you can have 2 different areas, and then quite a deep fridge. That feels more like a fridge that you would have at home. Dometic microwave up here, and then yeah, you come into the next seating area. Now this is really nice, really wide, really bright. You've obviously got windows that go all the way along the bench there, and all the way along the bench there, and one at the back. And there are some more storage bits in here, long ones down the side, and as the previous one, all around the back. So we are now on the Grantham stand, and we are looking at some of the Baileys. I'm going to do 2 very different vehicles in one go. So this is the Endeavour B63. So that is where, in these type of vehicles, this is where I kind of expect the kitchen to be. I like the kitchen being there. That said, it is really nice to have the bench seat here, and to be able to just sit and watch the world go by out of the huge door. So you've got storage above your head here. I'm tired and I'm comfortable here, so I might just film the van from this seat. You've got really long storage here. You've got the kitchen on the back, left hand side to me, but right hand side if you're looking forward, with plenty of cupboards overhead. Now this is the concept that I absolutely love. So you're not using your bathroom or your shower, and you've got all that space you can walk past, and particularly when you're, let me just turn this round, don't know if you can see down, But when you're in the kitchen, you then have all of this foot space. I mean, you wouldn't stand in here, but you have all of this foot space. And I'll just turn it up slightly. When you want to use the bathroom, all of that space that was out here is now in there and in the bathroom. So let's have a look. There you go. It's hard to get it in on the camera, but I just think this is a really, really clever way of making one room big and one room small when you're not using the small one, and vice versa when you need that little bit of extra space. And obviously you've got your double doors at the back there. So it's not a bad place to cook. You've got a window and you can definitely see stuff out of the side here. It is all going to depend on where you're parked up, obviously, but the fact that you can sit on these or this lovely long bench seat with your feet up over here and just I don't know, looking at the beach or the forest or wherever you are. So we're going to go over now to the Autograph 7940, and I'll just show you the garage, the table there, and the access into the van itself. Okay, nice wide door, very wide door. Yeah, this is nice. I might be easily pleased. I like everything that's here, but this is nice. TV to go up here, and then you've got your one electric, 3 gas, various storage down here, including your spice or sauce rack, jar rack. You've got some overhead, small, thin. I thought that was going to be a pull-up cupboard, but it's not. It's a traditional one. And then Russell Hobbs microwave. Obviously, this comes down to give you plenty more work surface when you're not needing the hob. I'm just going to clip that back on because they are setting up ready for people to come in, and I don't want to change how they've set it up. Fridge and freezer, full length mirror here. I'm tired today. And then you have your shower with tinted door here. I like the tinted door. Now you've got a pull across curtain, so if I just turn you around, you've got the curtain there, and it does clip. But I actually really like that. I prefer that to what we have in our Caravan, which is that kind of hard material that concertinas up. This does concertina, but it's a nice curtain. I like that. So this has got 2 singles. It has got the ability to be able to put stuff on here, or I don't know how you get it down, but you can pull. Probably should have worked that out before I did it. I know how you do it. You just pull. It's magnetic. So yeah, if you want to get into those cupboards at the back, I actually thought it was going to sit up like that as a table that would allow you to have a bit of storage under there and a bit of storage on top, but it doesn't. So we'll put that back there. Nice lighting across the back, in between the boards as well, across this bit. And you've got a window either side, and then this is your sliding door into the garage where we started. Let's have a look at the toilet. So in here you've got mirrors, storage behind them, you've got your heating panel on the left, and tap sink and toilet. So now we're going to look at the Adamo 69-4. Nice tall locker at the back here with access into the vehicle. So as we go in, you've got, it's wide, it feels very, very wide. You've got the 2 bench seats, but that is a huge gap in between them. And then you've got a big bed coming from the ceiling. And obviously your cab and your 2 front seats there. Then we have a really nice kitchen area. So with this, there is that's probably today so far, that's probably the most amount of workspace that I've seen. Lovely tap. I love these ones. They come out and you can use it to clean down either your plates or your bowl when you're done. Let's have a look at the storage up here. Really big cupboards, and that one's divided into 4 as well, so yeah, plenty of room for storing kitchen stuff. Here you've got 3 gas, 1 electric, with the cover over the top and a double oven below. Then you have your fridge freezer at the side with a point for your TV, your control panel with USB chargers here, and yeah, nice lighting behind the handle on the entrance there. And then this is your bathroom. So the bathroom door is a sliding bathroom door, and I have to say that feels really heavy duty, that does. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. So if someone's in the bathroom, that is what it's going to look like. And then if you open that up, and you know, if you have that open while you're in the van, I think them 2 windows at the back look really nice and make it look a lot longer than maybe it is. You've got your toilet, some storage down here, loo roll holder, basin tap, window mirror, and then a shower. I don't know if you can tell that it's getting close to 10 o'clock because I'm really speeding these up now. That is the door that goes through to the garage that we just saw. Now I'm going to go straight over to the Bailey Autograph. This is the 72-2. So I'll just show you from the outside. Got a nice 2-lay canopy fixed on. Another wide feeling Caravan, similar to the last one actually. And if I just turn you around, I'll show you, that's what I mean about the mirrors at the back. They just make you feel, I don't think the camera will pick it up, it just makes you feel like the Caravan is a lot longer that way than it actually is. Different kind of shower, but I actually really like that, that's nice. So you've got, yeah, it's the same bit, but just a little bit across to stop things from falling out. That's nice. Tinted door, and then you've got a nice sink with a bit of room around the outside to put stuff, and toilet. Okay, so I am really going to speed things up now. I'm just going to go into a few. This is good because this one I believe has, okay, no, I saw that and I thought it was a chopping board. It might be actually, it might just be, you might have to take that off, but I think it's a chopping board and a cover, so you can use it as either. Yeah, it is, I think. Bailey enthusiasts, let me know if I'm right or not. So as I'm walking, I'm just going to show you some of the other things that are on offer. I've kind of stayed away from the really expensive ones in this one, and I keep walking past the Morellos, and yeah, they're absolutely fantastic, but I'm sure there might be a small percentage of my audience that can afford them, but yeah, I would imagine most can't. So yeah, I haven't kind of gone into this range, and it's only Friday. I've still got another 2 days left, and we will throw in a few more motorhomes. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be camper vans, but might be a little bit of a mix. And Saturday, me and Sara are planning to be here. I'm not going to say all day, but certainly until we'll go home when we feel like we've got what we need. So anything that we've missed so far, we will try and get in. So we're actually on the Bailey stand this time, rather than looking at Bailey's elsewhere. I don't think I'm going to go in any because I'm really running out of time, but I will just show you around. We'll come back and do that one in our compact video. This one's set up nicely with well, some bloke hanging out of the garage, but set up nicely on the AstroTurf with the lights underneath. That's nice. The back of these Coachmans are insane. Look at that, they're just incredible. Really, really sleek. So we'll make sure that I come back and do the Coachman ones, because they look really good from the front, they look really good from the back, and they look really good from the side. You can't ask for much more than that. So we're going to head down to see Chris. We're going to do a video with him. I would imagine there are people waiting outside the door to come in.
Hi, Chris from Falcon Technology. Some customers are looking for internet to be installed to their vans, but they don't want any extra holes. Understandable. You know, you've got a 10-year guarantee. You don't want to drill a new hole. So looking for an installation and adding internet, how do you do it? Right, okay, so Falcon 3 years ago developed a product which is a 2-in-1 system. This is television and internet. Advantage of this is removing an existing antenna with singular technology, just being a TV aerial, and replacing it with an aerial that gives you TV and internet, means you don't need to drill a hole. Old technology off, new technology on. Now, with the antenna on the roof, you've got simple setup TV, no need to point the antenna. This is an omnidirectional TV antenna, which means it's collecting signal 360 degrees. But now it's also then connected to the router inside your motorhome or your caravan. So not only do you have TV reception, but now you've also got boosted internet reception. So whether you want to watch Death in Paradise on live TV, or you missed it on Sunday and you want to watch it on Thursday, now you can do catch-up TV using the internet side of things. So internet, TV, all together, no holes drilled, simple solution, no concerns with the warranty. This is an installed product. Installation is available. Falcon have got approximately 150 mobile engineers throughout the UK who can perform this task. Or alternatively, we have a lovely campsite at headquarters, and in the price of this system, you also get 2 free nights of camping, which a lot of customers do like, because by coming to us and enjoying the campsite, you can now play with the technology installed to your van, whilst we're still around you to help you set up all the internet and any questions are asked. So, life made easy, simple installation, no holes drilled, internet added, new technology and old technology removed. Life made easy by Falcon Technology. So for installation work, we are in the heart of Cheshire, in a place called Dutton, which is near Frodsham, close to Chester. 2 free nights of camping, you end up on our campsite. It's a lovely campsite. There's things to do in the area where we are. Delamere Forest, Anderton Boat Lift, Great Budworth, many places, beautiful part of the country. We have, this is our workshop, which basically your van will go into. Now we do installations, not just of televisions, internet, solar, but we also do alarms and trackers. So if you need security devices added to your vehicle, we also cater for those needs as well. Now, whilst we're busy doing things for you, you can be busy doing things for yourself. There's lovely canal walks down here which will take you to a lovely pub called the Lee Arms. And good news, it's dog friendly as well. So you can take your dogs there. By the time you've walked back down the canal and back to headquarters, your alarm, your tracker, your internet's all done. It's back on the campsite and we'll show you now how to use it. So to make your booking, give us a call. We are getting very busy, of course, taking all them orders from the NEC. You can call us on the free phone number, which is 0800 622 474. And day one, usually people arrive with us. We discuss what we're going to do for you. You stay on the campsite night one. Hard standing, electrical hookup, toilets and showers and things to do. Day two, it's time for installation. Night two, you play with the technology we've done for you. We're still with you to show you how to use everything. So we're looking forward to coming to see you. Give us a call. Let's get you booked in. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Enjoyable and successful day. The show is now open.
So I quickly turned on the camera there to get the announcement that the show was now open, and then realised that I'd left my camera, not my camera, my microphone attached to Chris. So looking forward to listening to that bit back and seeing what he had to say about me when he thought I'd gone. So this was a request from Craig. This is the Elddis Chatsworth 840, and what I love is they've got the door canopy over the top here, which I know is like Marmite, but I absolutely love these things. So yeah, that just finishes that van off really nicely, and I like the nice rounded front as well. So let's take you inside and have a look. So yeah, I think I've done this before. This is the one, or very similar to the one that I really liked last year. This is my ideal setup. So it's the 2 bench seats. Don't mind the way that the L-shaped lounge looks. I just don't know how me and Sara would sit, bearing in mind we both like to lay down. This is just the best bit. This is why I love this layout, and it's because of the separate seating area. Now obviously that can turn into a bed, but for us as a couple it would be great to have our dinner there and just yeah, go back to sitting down on the sofa. So you can see there's loads of storage cupboards under here. The long one on the right is where the table is. Nice black sink, 3 gas, 1 electric, and double oven here, and then 3 storage cupboards overhead. That one has got somewhere to store your plates, and that one has got somewhere to store your cups, and a spare AA battery, which I don't think comes standard. Now as we move into the washroom, we have got the nice floating sink, mirror above, decent sized mirror. You've got storage above the toilet, and right at the back, and this bathroom goes back a long way, is the shower with the gloss-up hand towel. You've got the bed in the right hand side at the back, again with plenty of storage. And just as we turn back into the kitchen, I'll show you the freezer and the fridge. Yeah, this is a good choice, Craig. So when we first saw this design, the only thing that put me off was the fact that the TV point almost has to be at the front here, and if you want to lay back, the person that lays on this side, fine, you can lay on this. The person that laid here on the one that we saw didn't have the backboard, so basically you had nothing to lean on, but because of the backboard here, you can lay quite comfortably from this position and watch the TV. But this Caravan is all about this area. So this is a request from Sean to have a look at any of the Xplore Caravans. So I'm going to take you in these 3 here. This is the Xplore XC Lite. I like the floor. Nice flooring in here. They're not huge, so these won't be a long walk round, and they're empty at the moment, and the show is open. So I'm really hoping to be able to video them while they're empty. And here's your washroom, so it's an over toilet shower. Okay, we're going to move into the next one, which will be the XC Duo. So same floor in this one, different layout, really long bench seats. Really long bench seats, and yeah, the Explorers have that huge, great big window. Almost, I was talking to someone on the comment section this morning, just saying, yeah, retro definitely seems to be making a comeback. These modern Caravans are looking more and more like what they did when I was younger, when I was caravanning with my mum and dad. There's your shower, nice floating sink and toilet with a hidden system, and that's your kitchen at the back. Nice glass bit over the sink, and it is 1 electric, 2 gas. Okay, as we go into the QC Quad, and shorter benches than the previous one, but still generous. And you know, I think you're coming away as 2 people. Obviously you might be entertaining, you can budge up a little bit, but they are perfect for 2 people. Under counter fridge, sink, generous worktop here. That is a huge area there, and also some space there to put a TV. You've got your aerial and your 12 volt and 2 3-pin plugs there. Microwave over the top, old Russell. So this one's got a transverse bed, so as you go in, so I think it is a 4-berth, you know. I'll just check on the way out. It's actually very similar layout to ours, with the toilet, then the sink, and then in the corner of the end bathroom, the shower. Yeah, kind of, when I walked in, it had no similarities to ours, and I didn't expect to turn around and see it being so similar to ours. It's yeah, it's quite nice. Let's have a look, see. I'm sure it'd be a 4-berth. It's got to turn into a bed. Is this a 4-berth?
Yes.
Yes. So as this is still the motorhome video today, I'm going to show you the Xplore van. So this is the CVX9, and this comes with the free Isabella pack, and I'm sure that is a show thing. So you've got your 2 seats here, table and 2 seatbelt seats here. You've got the kitchen that looks out of the van with what looks like, I don't want to pull it too hard, but that looks like it's a fly net, maybe. Not entirely sure. I think there's some clips in that are holding it tight. You've got 1 gas, 2 electric, and an oven. It's quite tight down here. It's certainly tight across the kitchen. Good job I'm small. Then you've got your TV point here next to the double bed with storage across one side and lights on the other. And obviously the doors are open. Let's take a quick look. I don't know how you get... This is really tight. Bathroom there. The only thing is you don't need to have the bed. You can have the bed up, in which case you'd be fine getting into there. So it's just how it's set up at the moment. Let's go into the other one. And this one is the CVX8. So in we go. Same at the front. Same kitchen. And then the bed is not up here, so you can see what I mean. It was tight getting into the bathroom with just that space, but when the bed isn't up, you have got a lot more space. And that's your bathroom in there. So this one was a request from Michael. This is the Swift Trekker 584. So nice upholstery with the yellow cushions and the stitching through the darker material as well. And then I'm going to be quick so people coming in to show you up here. They've got the duvet set on. So this is twin, which I know is what you requested. And the washroom is half this side, and if I can open the door, the shower is over this side. And there's the kitchen in a little bit more detail.
It's phenomenal. It's mind-blowing what's on offer here. What caught your eye at this show? Can you remember?
Do you know what? I can't, because I've seen so much here, but it's just, I mean, the 2026 models are looking really good. The Swift Conquerors and Elegance models are looking really, really nice, really sharp. But there's so much here. I think it takes a week to reflect on what you've seen. And obviously I'm looking at the camera most of the time while I'm walking around filming. But anyone that's anyone is here.
Tell me about the content of the podcast, of the YouTube, sorry.
So what we wanted to be and what we set out to be was industry related, and I really wanted to be across the board. So I wanted to be camper vans, motorhomes, tents, glamping, all of that sort of stuff. But quite quickly, when you go away in a caravan, people that have got a caravan follow you, and people that have got a motorhome follow motorhome channels. So we try and keep it caravan related, but also industry, and we'll do product reviews, site reviews, caravan reviews, yeah, anything related to the industry.
How successful has it been?
It's difficult to say, because success, I guess, is measured by other people. We have a lot of interaction with our subscribers, and for the age of the channel, which is really just around 18 months, over 3,000 subscribers and growing every day. So there's someone a lot more professional than me filming behind. I know the BBC were here today, so I'm not sure if that was them or not. So that was me, sat down, doing a little soundbite for Caravan Radio, I think for one of their new breakfast shows. When I get some more information on their breakfast show, I will let you know. I just went down to Redline. I'm really running out of time for my train home, so we've got 2 more of their vans to do and 2 more videos. So we're going to do another one tomorrow in the camper van video, and then Sunday in the caravan video. While I was there, just saw Mac and Sara, and yeah, they're looking around to see how they can convert their camper van. I am just going to go and try and find Pordor, and if Anna's there, then we'll do something. If not, this is the end. So I did run out of time to do a video with Anna at Pour Door, but I have spoke to her. We are definitely going to do it tomorrow. You know, it's Saturday, me and Sara have got loads more time. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe. Haven't seen lots of new subscribers from these videos, but plenty of views and comments. And we'll see you tomorrow on Saturday for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.